Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here.
Christmas from coming.
For tomorrow, he knew. All the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise. Oh, the noise, 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 noise. That's one thing he hated, the noise. Noise, noise, noise. Then the Who's, young and old, would sit down to a feast. And they'd feast. And they'd feast. And they'd feast, 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 feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue. For Jojo! Where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first things to go. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimbley. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. But, you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie. And he thought it up quick. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo! But the sound wasn't sad. Why, the sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry. Very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he He himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast.